Good morning, afternoon, and night, everyone. I'm Bubbles. And today I will be yapping to you guys about my OCs. Before I start, as you see, I've been gone for quite a while. Anyhow, I am back though, and I'll be fixing my upload schedule. I'll try to post at least once every week. But now that that's out the way, let me introduce to you my protagonist of my story I'm working on. Drum rolls, please. Essence! Okay, meet Essence. Essence is your average teenage girl. Well, kind of. She's 15 or 16 years old, and she just moved from America to Japan because her dad got a job as a nurse there. She's not the brightest. Well, she's dumb. But she is super kind and sweet. Oh, and did I mention that she's also a magical girl? Or, a superhero. So you might be wondering, how did that happen? When Essence arrives at her new house in Japan, her room is pretty empty, just a bed and this random old music box. Out of curiosity, she turns the music box and it starts playing a cute little song, and then pop! A jellyfish appears out of nowhere. And just like that, boom! She's a magical girl who saves the day. Well, almost every day. And before we move to the next character, here are some characters that inspired Essence. Let's talk about Essence class. Starting with her best friend, Masaki. Masaki is a smug little nerd. He likes to play dumb sometimes, but he's actually the smartest kid in the whole class. He was also born with no leg, but he built himself a robot leg. Before Essence transferred to the school, Masaki ain't had no friends. He's super sneaky and somehow knows everything about everyone except Essence. That's because she just got here. He grew up as a quiet kid no one really talked to. Now people mostly avoid him because he knows too much. He's always making little jokes or teasing people in subtle ways. That's how he shows affection. You could say his love language is sarcasm. Even though he acts all confident and smug, kind of like a little cat, Masaki actually is really lonely. He has it well, but Essence ends up being his first real friend. Now here's a twist. Masaki is secretly an evil scientist plotting to take over the world. Just when he's about to start his big plan, a random magical girl shows up and totally wrecks him. The magical girl, as you know, is Essence, but neither of them know it yet, so they end up as enemies without realizing they're also best friends. Before we move on to the next character, here are some few characters that are inspired by Masaki. Now let's talk about another classmate, Azumi. She's the second highest in Essence class, a total perfectionist, and is also the student council president. Some people think she's bossy or stuck up, but actually, she helps everyone a lot. She knows how each student's doing, even their basic situation at home. Azumi makes sure everyone is passing their classes, getting enough to eat, and has a warm place to stay. Even though she seems confident, she has a big fear of failure. She always feels like if she's not the best, then what is she? Anyway, here are some characters that inspired me to create Azumi. Next up is Azumi's best friend, Manuel. He's an exchange student from Mexico. His eyes always seem to be closed, which makes him look calm, but people tend to think he's the nicer one, which is really wrong. He also has a bit of anger issues, but he does a good job at keeping them under control. Manuel is the vice president of the student council, but he's secretly also a part of the bossy club. He goes there when he needs to allow some steam. He doesn't talk much, but when he does, people listen. It's either something really comforting or kind of scary. Also, here are some characters that inspire me to make Manuel. Next is Karai. He's the school's delinquent. He gets angry pretty easily, even if his face doesn't really show it. He's known for getting into fights, and yeah, that includes fighting girls too. He fights everyone, really. Anyhow, most of the time he fights is to get money, which he actually uses to help support his family. There's only one person he never fights, and that's Azumi. She gives him money sometimes to help with his situation. Only Azumi and Misaki know that Karai is struggling with money right now. He does okay in all his classes, just average. Also, there's a rumor that's going around he might be dating someone in his class. But Karai denies it, says they're just friends, but who knows? Here's some characters that inspired Karai. Next is Shizuka. She's very quiet and most people don't really know her since she rarely talks. She's super shy and doesn't like speaking at all. On top of that, she usually looks emotionless, so it's hard for others to understand her. Shizuka is always seen with her best friend Kyoko. They've been friends since childhood. She loves horror stuff and cute things, usually because they remind her of Kyoko. There's not much else to say about her since she doesn't really speak much, but she does have her own charm. Here's some characters that inspired me to make Shizuka. And finally, we have Kyoko. She's one of the most well-known students at school and also one of the tallest in the class, second to Misaki. Even though her appearance might seem a bit intense, she's actually super nice. Kyoko loves fashion and often makes outfits for her friends. Her best friend is Shizuka, like I mentioned earlier, and she thinks Shizuka is absolutely adorable, even though other people might find her a little unsettling at sometimes. Kyoko is really cheerful, super optimistic, and can be pretty loud. Some people might find her a bit much, but she doesn't mind. She's being herself. She's also the cheerleading captain and the president of the fashion club, though the club only has 3 members, one of them being Shizuka. Anyhow, here's some characters that inspired me to make Kyoko.